I drive an ambulance. My name is Nina, and I drive an ambulance. My partner and I help people who are hurt or sick. My ambulance looks like a big boxy truck. The front of the ambulance has a driver's seat and a passenger seat. The paramedic sits on a long bench in the back of the ambulance. Besides the bench is a space for a stretcher. Here comes a call from the dispatcher. A patient needs our help. I switch on the flashing lights and sirens. This lets people know they must move out of the way. The wail of the siren is so loud it is hard to hear anything else. My ambulance has maps and computers in it. They help me figure out the patient's location. It also has a special machine that turns traffic lights green. Then I can drive through intersections safely. When we get to the patient, my partner tries to find out what is wrong. She listens to the person's lungs with a stethoscope. She checks the pulse and his blood pressure. I bring in the stretcher from the ambulance. The ambulance carries lots of medical equipment for us to use. In most cases, I use my radio to call a doctor at the hospital. The doctor tells me how I should help the patient. My partner and I strap the patient on a stretcher. We carry him to the ambulance. The ambulance races to the hospital. The siren blares and the lights flash. Doctors and nurses meet us when we get to the emergency room. Even though the patient is at the hospital, my job is not done. I must clean the ambulance between calls. I use special chemicals to kill germs. Then I refill my supplies and get ready for the next call from the dispatcher. When my workday is done, my ambulance will be used by the next EMT and paramedic team. After the new team does a safety check, the ambulance is off on another trip. And that is the end of the story. The end of this book, which is called I Drive an Ambulance.